Good morning, Britain. The £31 million plan to guard MPs. They would then copy Horrid Henry for horrid behaviours.
OK.
I'm going to speak to a mum who says she bans it in her house.
OK.
That in the minutes, perhaps out television, there were a couple of Horrid Henrys.
Would you like to say...
Yes, it's gone.
Imagine people thinking as they're listening to your discussion, what right is a private matter? I have always said, even though they are very public, and I say this about Harry and Meghan as well, who do a lot of public stuff, doesn't mean they don't decide. I do not agree with this thing that once you turn the publicity to... Because I think you absolutely, when it comes to any of us, we're on television.
This was a public event.
He didn't mysteriously said it was for a private matter.
You know the toilet's blocked, that's fine. Show late on.
I think there's another...
It's on the front of your paper this morning, Kevin.
I would think if it is...
Prince Andrew leads royals to a memorial service yesterday. The Prince Harry's case back at the High Court. So the Duke of Sussex is going to learn this morning if you... Good morning, Britain.
Peppa Pig, I think that's so funny.
When my children were young, it was Horrid Henry.
I remember that story.
You would watch... Well, it wasn't just a story. In my house, if they were watching Horrid Henry... and there were a couple of...
In America, there's a massive campaign to ban Peppa Pig now. It might be taken off air.
In fact, and it has even prompted a letter to the Times this morning.
Well, then it's reached...
Yes. Piggish antics, Peppa Pig,
Calm down.
in defence of courtesy and decency for their children. Many of Peppa Pig...
Can I just take you back to Horrid Henry? Did you...
Running around the house.
Well, I've watched a lot of Peppa Pig with my...
Know if Peppa Pig inspires poor behaviour and bad manners in your home. Because that is our debate after 8 this morning. Is Peppa Pig bad? Poor Peppa Pig. Just a sweet, cute
cartoon story.
Laura, you're sitting there with your arms crossed, like there might be an issue in your pig, a bad...
Say that to Daddy when he gets home.
What you think about that. Just coming up to 5 minutes past 6. Our main news this morning is that MPs facing threats to their safety will be able to use private security guards at constituency events. It's all part of a £31 million package which is being announced by the government. MPs who are judged to be most at risk could be provided with 24-hour bodyguards.
There's even a suggestion, which we'll get to later in the programme, that MPs should start working from home and voting from home in Commons debates. Well, the Home Secretary is going to be meeting police chiefs a bit later today to discuss what more can be done to keep MPs and other elected politicians safe from increasing amounts of threats